Imagine waking up one day and realizing that the way you love, trust, and connect with others is shaped by the earliest years of your life. For many, the patterns of childhood, both the beautiful and the painful, continue to echo in adult relationships. But what if you could rewrite those patterns? What if you could heal the wounds of your past and create a foundation for healthy, fulfilling love? Welcome to the world of reparenting, a transformative method that empowers you to become the loving, supportive parent you always needed, right now, for yourself. Today, we are diving deep into the reparenting method and how it can help you heal and find healthy love. Reparenting is a powerful psychological approach that involves giving yourself the care, guidance, and nurturing you may not have received as a child. It is not about blaming your parents or caregivers, but about recognizing unmet needs and learning how to meet them as an adult. At its core, reparenting is about self-compassion and self-responsibility. It is a process of consciously stepping in to provide the emotional support, boundaries, and encouragement that your inner child still craves. By doing so, you can break free from old patterns and create new, healthier ways of relating to yourself and others. Reparenting is a journey of self-healing, self-love, and ultimately, transformation. Many people grow up in environments where their emotional needs were not fully met. This could be due to a variety of reasons. Parents who were emotionally unavailable, inconsistent, overly critical, or simply overwhelmed by their own struggles. Even the most well-intentioned caregivers can unintentionally leave gaps in a child's emotional development. These gaps often manifest as insecurity, anxiety, difficulty setting boundaries, or a fear of abandonment in adult relationships. Reparenting is essential because it allows us to address these wounds directly, rather than repeating the same cycles unconsciously. By learning to nurture ourselves, we can finally give our inner child the love and safety it always deserved. Childhood is a formative time, and the experiences we have during those years leave a deep imprint on our sense of self. Some of the most common core wounds include feeling unworthy, unloved, or unsafe. These wounds can show up in adulthood as self-sabotage, people-pleasing, or an inability to trust others. For example, someone who grew up feeling ignored may struggle to believe they are worthy of attention and love. Another person who experienced harsh criticism might develop a harsh inner critic. Recognizing these core wounds is the first step toward healing. Reparenting helps us identify where these beliefs came from and gently replace them with healthier, more supportive messages. The process of reparenting involves tuning into your inner child, the part of you that still holds on to those early experiences and emotions. This means listening to your feelings, validating your needs, and responding with kindness rather than judgment. Reparenting can take many forms, from practicing self-soothing techniques to setting healthy boundaries, or even engaging in playful activities you missed out on as a child. It is about creating a safe inner environment where you can express your true self without fear. Over time, this consistent self-care rewires your brain, helping you develop a more secure attachment style and healthier relationships with others. The magic of reparenting is that it is never too late to start. So, how do you begin the journey of reparenting? The first step is awareness. Pay attention to your triggers, your emotional reactions, and the patterns that keep repeating in your life. Next, practice self-compassion. When you notice negative self-talk or harsh judgments, pause and ask yourself, what would I say to a child in this situation? Offer yourself the same kindness and understanding. Third, set boundaries. Learn to say no when something does not feel right and protect your energy from toxic influences. Fourth, nurture your inner child by engaging in activities that bring you joy and comfort, whether it is drawing, dancing, or simply spending time in nature. Finally, seek support if needed. Therapy, support groups, or trusted friends can be invaluable on this journey. Remember, reparenting is not about perfection. It is about progress and patience. The impact of reparenting can be truly life-changing. Take the story of Maya, who grew up in a household where emotions were dismissed. As an adult, she struggled with intimacy and often felt disconnected from her partners. Through reparenting, Maya learned to validate her own feelings and express her needs openly. Over time, her relationships became more authentic and fulfilling. Or consider Alex, who was raised by a critical parent and developed a harsh inner critic. By practicing self-compassion and positive self-talk, Alex gradually silenced that inner voice and built a stronger sense of self-worth. These stories are just a glimpse of what is possible when you commit to healing yourself from the inside out. One of the most beautiful outcomes of reparenting is the ability to form healthier, more secure relationships. When you learn to meet your own emotional needs, you become less dependent on others for validation and approval. This creates space for genuine connection, rather than relationships based on fear or neediness. Reparenting helps you recognize red flags, set boundaries, and communicate your needs clearly. It also allows you to choose partners who are capable of healthy love, rather than repeating old patterns. Ultimately, the love you cultivate within yourself becomes the foundation for every relationship you build. Healing is a journey, and reparenting is one of the most powerful tools you can use to transform your life and relationships. If you found this exploration of the reparenting method helpful, remember to like, share, and subscribe to the VL Breaker channel for more insights on healing and personal growth.